All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect. Shalom unto you. Should be a quick one. I Googled, does rap music make you angry? Okay. And this is something that's, for some of us that's been in this thing a little while, we understand this. And I'm going to pull a scripture particularly to show it, but I Googled, does rap music make you angry? Because what you listen to does affect your mood and your temperament, okay? Because it goes into your spirit and it aggravates and corrupts and can even mesmerize your spirit. Okay, so what you listen to and put inside you in that regard will will begin to reflect the energy that you're putting into your body. Then you'll begin to push that energy out. Okay. And so I just Googled it. And this is from Inquiry's Journal. It said the impact on music, of music on emotion, comparing rap and meditative yoga. Now, I'm not going to get into the meditative yoga in a sense, but just show you a couple differences in music. Now, find your balance of that, okay? Because, it's tough to live in 2020 and be listening to pure classical music. Some of us can. I enjoy it. I prefer, if I in my own car, my radio station stays on classical music, even though I listen to chill out and that type of genre of music, instrumental music more so. Okay, than having someone program my brain and my spirit with the type of thoughts and energy that they have. Okay. That's me. Some are strong enough to do it the other way. Listen to all of this mumble rap and angry gangster rap and everything else, and be into that worldly mind state with it, and can endure that and still keep a spiritual mind state on it. But it's just something to keep aware of. Okay. So it says results demonstrated that listeners of the aggressive rap music scored significantly higher in the dimension of verbal aggression. These findings suggest that aggressive music can make listeners more aggressive emotionally compared to other types of music. Okay, people become more emotionally aggressive. When you look at that, that's Jake, the music that Jake listens to. You wonder why Jake is emotionally aggressive. Okay, so being separated and being holy from the regular, basically the 2/3 of Israel, we as men of the Lord have to find a better medium to guard our spirit with, okay, to entertain us, our minds with, okay. And so the relationship between man and music is a complex one. And then down here, does rap music affect behavior? Study rap music linked to alcohol, violence. A recent study by the Prevention and Research Center of the Pacific Institute of Research and Evaluation in Berkeley, California, suggests young people who listen to rap and hip hop are more likely to abuse alcohol and commit violent acts. And that was in May 2006. That's not a new study. Okay. I believe there was a guy, I'm trying to remember. First place I heard this was on, before I came into the truth, it was G. Craig Lewis talking about, I can't remember the guy, Thomas Mesmer or something like that, but the guy's last name was Mesmer. And he found that really low bass that Jake enjoys, and we all enjoy it, the vibration of that, the how literally like a shiatsu deep tissue massage, right? We all enjoy that growing up with that. But he knew with that low frequency bass and those bright shining lights could affect people in their moods and their energy, and that's where the word mesmerize comes from. It was named after him. I didn't go back and I looked it up before. I couldn't find it, but that's where that's supposed to be coming from. All right, and so that's pretty much enough to show you what this music can do to you. Now, let me get the other example, the opposite balance to that, right? Okay. I did what effects does classical music have on you? It says the calming effect of classical music takes away any jitters or nervousness and can help to decrease your heart rate and anxiety. Right? It says the Mozart effect relies on listening to classical music while performing a task, which helps to focus on the task at hand and improve memory retention. It helps you to remember. Some brothers study the classical. Some the apostles, when they used to do the homework, they would put on classical music in the background. And I had a music appreciation class where we listened to music in college, and lots of classical music, Baroque and different light classical, and even some opera and play music, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the music. Let's see. It says so what is the impact of classical music on the brain? According to a new study, listening to classical music enhances the activity of genes involved in dopamine secretion and transport, synaptic neurotransmission, learning, and memory, and down regulated the gene mediating neurodegeneration. Okay. So it benefits your brain. It says, is classical music good for your health? It says it reduces stress level. It says scientists say that classical music may help reduce stress by lowering cortisol levels in the body. And in one study, pregnant women reported that listening to classical music every week relieved their stress and anxiety. Okay, and that shows you the links where the source of where that's from. Okay, and I won't go further into it. Okay, that's just the simplicity of it. Okay, and it's all about guarding your spirit. Okay, if you're putting in there, fuck this bitch, kill this nigga, and all of that, what do you think is gonna be in your on your spirit? And then the music that they do now is really a bunch of mantras that you're continually to chant over and over, and it sticks in your head. Okay, so let's get the script. This is 1 Samuel 16:23. It says, and it came to pass when the evil spirit from the Most High was upon Saul, that David took an harp and played with his hands. So Saul was refreshed and was well, and the evil spirit departed from him. Okay, so music has that type of effect. And think about it in a deeper way. We sing a new song. Okay, so when you listen to these videos, which are the new song with the righteous spirit in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, hey, that'll remove certain demons and certain energies off of you as well. Okay, which is much more important to it. Okay. All right. And so something else I kind of wanted to go into. Bear with me one moment. Set it up. All right. And I did the same thing for foods, okay? Putting certain types of foods into your body will cause the same type of negative effects like bad music, okay? In my opinion, I call it bad music, okay? All right. It says, so I Googled what are the effects fast food and sugar have in the body. It says, they put in sugar, but anyway, it says increased sugar consumption has been found to be associated with bipolar disorder. It sounds like Jake. Jake listened to that same gangster rap music or whatever, this kill a nigga, shoot a nigga, commit adultery music, okay, and then eating this food with it, candy, or overly eating much candy, sodas and sugars, high in sugar, fried foods, high in, saturated, eating all this garbage. And you see what happens with their mood. The reason this has come up is because I've been working around these type of people in the past couple of weeks, and you see exactly that mentality. Okay, bipolar, full of emotion, aggressive emotion, can't reason and think clear. To understand in the moment, they just want to react. Highly emotionally, and then with aggression. They don't know how to have a conversation face to face to reason. Okay, it says increased sugar consumption has been found to be associated with bipolar disorder. For example, consumption of foods that have been fried or contain high amounts of sugar and processed grains have been linked with depression. And then you wonder why you go into the lower income neighborhoods where Jake mainly lives, and what do you have? Corner stores full of sugars and all types of alcohol. And then they also have lots of fried food in the area. The area I worked in today I saw 4 Popeye chicken, places in fast food restaurants, and plenty of corner stores, okay? And those were the ones that had the most traffic in them. And then you wonder why when you go around where the actual houses are and the apartments and whatnot are, and Jake is all out of control. Okay, Jake can't focus in the classroom. I mean, a lot of kids aren't in the classroom now, but these parents take these kids to the store and they get them all the processed foods and fried foods and sugar that they can buy for them. Okay, and then they wonder why little Johnny isn't good at math or doesn't read and comprehend well. Okay, these things are linked to the things that you eat. Yeah, it may pacify the kid with that sugar rush for a few moments, and then they burn out. Then they die. The blood sugar drops, and so they that quick dive in those quick sugars, has their energy drop, and that seems to keep them calm for a little while. But then they need another dose because it's highly addictive. Okay, it says for example, in consumption of foods that have been fried or contain high amounts of sugar and processed grains have been linked with depression. This was from Science Daily from 2020, February. It says, 2019 in February. It says junk food is linked to both moderate and severe psychological distress. Okay, how does fast food affect your mental health? The answer to easing anxiety and depression could be as simple as changing your diet. All right. Research published in the journal Nutritional Neuroscience revealed that for adults under 30, eating lots of fast food significantly increased perceived mental distress. Okay, and that was even in the LA Times. They wrote that. We should know what sugar does. It says multiple studies have been linked. It says how does sugar affect your mental health? Multiple studies have found a link between diets high in sugar and depression. Overconsumption of sugar triggers imbalances in certain brain chemicals. These imbalances can lead to depression and may even increase the long-term risk of developing a mental health disorder in some people. All out of control, bipolar, okay? Angry, and then you add that to the rap music, you get highly emotional and highly aggressive, and then you listen to kill a nigga, shoot a nigga, steal a nigga woman, and then what do you go out and do? Okay? And that recipe, you can see it right on our people. Okay, in the barrios and in the projects, okay, on the res, you see these things happening all over. All right. See if they have another one in here, then I'll get a script. Unhealthy food due to your brain. It says your diet definitely has a big impact on your brain health. Inflammatory diet patterns that are high in sugar, refined carbs, unhealthy fats, and processed foods can contribute to impaired memory and learning. Yeah, they literally said that. Matter of fact, I'll just try to Google it. About MSG, monosodium glutamate, makes you stupid. I saw that years before the truth on the 700 Club. Okay, and I was telling my mom to stop cooking with that. To look out for that chemical. It's literally a chemical, a poison, if you will. They disguise it with names such as flavor enhancers. It's in accent, the white and red. Seasoning, accent, you add that to anything and it automatically enhances it and makes it taste better. Yeah, because it's hitting those neural sensors. Okay, but what the effects is doing to your body over time is what's really causing a lot of Jake's health issues. Right, it says, as well as increase your risk of disease such as Alzheimer's and dementia. Okay, it kills your brain off. What you eat affects your mood. Yep, it says, in addition to worsening your body's regulation of insulin, which, causes type 2 diabetes, it says they also promote inflammation and oxidative stress. Multiple studies have found a correlation between a diet high in refined sugars and impaired brain function, and even a worsening of symptoms of mood disorders such as depression. It makes sense. Okay? And our people are depressed, they get frustrated, and then they want, then they have all these health issues. They seen Big Mama go through it. They seen, Pawpaw go through it. They seen Mama and Daddy go through it. If you even seen Daddy, you see them go through it. And then now you're going right down that path with them, with the same diet. And it's the slave diet. Okay? You have to find a way to cook better foods. The recipes are out there. We have the information superhighway, as it says in the book of Daniel, and knowledge shall be increased. You can easily just Google, like I just did, healthy recipes. To make the same foods you love. I don't mean the slave diet, but just foods that you'll enjoy, and cook those things. Okay, replacing processed food with real healthy food. And the thing is that you don't know about this is the cooking with natural foods, like instead of canned foods or processed foods. If you cook with fresh foods, they don't last as long, but you can cook more. Okay, if you cut down on the meat intake, you can cook more vegetables and grains. All right. But it takes that. Okay. But 2/3 of our people won't do it. I'm not saying you can't have any cupcakes or nothing ever. Just saying the amount that you put into your body and the process that they were cooked in and prepared for you should be something worth looking into. You're putting it into your body, you're putting it into your spirit. Okay? So let's get a script on it, which we all should know this one. Daniel chapter 1, verse 8. It says, matter of fact, I'll start at 5 and jump to 8. It says, the king appointed them daily provision of the king's meat and of the wine which he drank, so nourishing them 3 years, that at the end thereof they might stand before the king. Jump to verse 8. It says, but Daniel proposed in his heart and his mind that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the princes of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself. He didn't want to eat those bad meats because he understood that some of the things he ate would mess his body up and mess his mind up. And so they did an experiment when you read into this chapter. Okay? And so here, verse 12 is where he made the deal. He said, prove thy servants, I beseech thee, 10 days, just 10 days, and let them give us pulse to eat and water to drink. Then let our countenance be looked upon before thee, and the countenance of the children that eat of the portion of the king's meat, and as thou seest, deal with thy servants. So he consented to them in this matter and proved them 10 days. Okay, now let's look up what pulse is, because that's huge. Okay, this is it here. The word pulse, which is H2235, which is the word Zarair. Oops, Zarair. I got it wrong.
Strong's H2235. Zeroim. Zeroim.
Yeah, okay.
And the form just below that, Zereonim.
Yeah.
Zereonim.
Yeah, sure. Funny. It says something sown, meaning grown from the earth. It says a vegetable as food. Pulse. So vegetables, okay? It literally says vegetables right there, okay? Vegetables, herbs, vegetable food, such as eating in a half fast, opposed to flesh or more delicate foods, cakes, and so on and so forth. Okay, so eating more vegetables in your diet with those nutrients, and if you look at the meat that the Most High gives, the kosher meats, if you will, okay, that the Most High gives us, they're usually herbivores. Okay, the meat that the Most High okay for Jake to eat is mostly herbivores. Okay, they don't eat other animals like carnivores. Okay, so that's something to think about. So when you eat these things, you got to think about what you put in your body and the effects of it that it'll do. And we're talking about if this stuff was all natural meat, all natural foods, because a lot of this stuff is GMO now and grown in the laboratory. So consider how far Esau has gone with that. It says he is wiser than Daniel. Okay. And so you got to really consider how this man really gets down. All right, so I just want to make this quick. Lord willing, this was edifying. Just something to exhort, you brothers and some of you sisters out there that really listen. How you cook for your family, how you eat. Okay, what you put into your body. And it's tough when you work outdoors and you work on the road. It's hard unless you're packing a lunch. It's really hard to eat decently, but there's ways to do it. You got to put the effort in. That's how the Most High wants you to. He wants you to take care of how you eat. Take care of the music you listen to. Okay, really consider these things and watch your countenance change for the better. All right, so Lord willing, this was edifying, giving all praise and glories unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, double honor to the apostles and elders at the great millstone, and greetings, salutations, and blessings unto your elect. And to the next one, Shalom.